ZZ109FM Talk Radio. This is Elsie Jenkins. Hopefully you're doing good out there. Hopefully you're doing good. Tell you right now, we got a wonderful, informative show for you, and to help me out with this show is 10th grade education Bob. Bob, how you feeling over there? Well, I'm doing pretty good, the best I can do. Can't complain. That's right. You can't complain if you're doing the best that you can do, and that's the problem with this show. Some people just don't get it when it comes to doing the best that you can do. If you want to be successful at doing the best that you can do, you have to eliminate this one word from your vocabulary. Eliminate this one word from how you do things in life, and you'll find yourself in a more successful mode. The word you got to eliminate is procrastination. Lord have mercy. How you spell it? Don't worry about how you spell it, Bob. It's just keep it out of your life. Procrastination. And you'll understand as I get into this a little bit further. But it seems like a lot of people do this. You're trying to move and get your life together, but you wait till the last time to get your money straight. You wait till the last time to pack. You wait till the last time to whatever. That's the procrastination part. If you're moving, you should be ahead of the game. Make sure you got your deposit. Make sure you got your first month's rent ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute to get that. Make sure you got your plan on how you're going to move. But don't procrastinate. All right, so in this situation, it's very simple. It's very simple. We've got some intel on Bob. You got some what on what? Yeah, Bob, we went into your record illegally, but that's all right. We went into your record, and we found out you used to work somewhere else. How you know that? I just told you, fool. We went into your record, but so don't worry about it. The story's about you. You already signed an agreement this morning. You should have read it. It says you can't sue us for talking about your ass. Lord have mercy. You better read stuff before you start signing things. Read whatever you signing for, people. These people be setting you up. You don't read this stuff. All right, so we found out that Bob was a little worker back in the day. I can't believe it, Bob. I didn't know you had it in you with a 10th grade education. Well, while I'm in school, I still got to work. I mean, I've been in school for a long time. I got bills to pay. All right, well, let's get to the story. Lord have mercy. Old ass man, you should be in high school still. You know that, right? All right, here we go. So, here we got Bob's Plumbing. Bob was a plumber. And look at his damn truck. Your clog is cooked. What the hell kind of plumbing company you work for, boy? Lord have mercy. You better be glad you here now on this damn talk radio. Because this look like your ass will get no success with that company. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, Lord have mercy. All right, so procrastination. We found out in your record, Bob, okay, that you were a procrastinator at one time. And this is something that a lot of people are today, procrastinators. You got your job, and your job, when you have a job like this, it requires you to have a couple of things. You got to be on time. You got to be a good worker. You got to stay out of trouble and stay in the green when it comes to, the good employees. And you got to have a driver's license. Because you can't do this job without a driver's license. A lot of people don't realize how important that driver's license is and how you have to take care of it, maintain it. Treat it like it's the most important thing out of your tools to allow you to be employed on this planet. But there you go. Once you have all those things in place, you can work for anybody. You ain't just got to work for Bob's Plumbing where your clog is cooked. Lord have mercy. Who comes up with these things? All right, so the interesting part about this is you have to be responsible as someone out here working. And we talk about this before. We talk about paying bills on time, making sure you know what bills to pay, knowing what the priority is in paying bills, what bills are more important than others. And once in everybody's life, they come across this situation. It's where your license gets suspended. It happens. There's a lot of reasons why your license gets suspended. You don't pay tolls. You don't. You get in an accident. Don't show up for court. They'll suspend your license. You don't pay your renewal fee. They'll suspend your license. There's a whole lot of reasons why your license gets suspended. I had one person they didn't have a license yet, and they were in jail, and the state of Virginia suspended their license. How do you suspend a license for someone that ain't got one? So Virginia is a very, very unfair state. Going to suspend something you ain't even got yet. But nonetheless, they suspended that person's license. And I'm like, you can't suspend something they ain't got. But that's a whole different court case. But in this case, Bob found out that his license was suspended. Did you not, Bob, find that? Yeah, I found out. I got a little notice in the mail. Okay. They want me to pay $459. And I ain't had the money. And even if I did have the money, I had something else I had to do with it. I got to pay my bills, my light bill. I got to pay my insurance. I actually didn't have the money that time to pay that suspension amount to get my license back. I ain't have it. Okay, well, don't have it. And what'll happen next is gonna happen to your ass if you decide not to pay these people. This, to me, is where we go back to the bill class. What's more important, your electric bill or your livelihood where your license gets suspended? Let me tell you something. Certain jobs out here double check your license periodically to see if it's valid. Like law enforcement, truck drivers, all kinds of businesses that are responsible to make sure that they have these drivers in good standing when they drive off of the lot with their work truck. They double check because you're not going to tell them it's suspended. You got this notice in your hand right now. You going to tell your boss that your license is suspended? 9 times out of 10, most people are not. They're going to try to fix it as soon as they can. And is this what you plan on doing, Bob? Yeah, I plan on next time I get some money, I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of it. But not right away, 'cause I got to pay my bills this time around. Okay, well, that's a reasonable way to think. But we're going to talk about what you really should do because in the whole limelight of it, you're not supposed to be behind that work truck with a suspended license, and you know it's suspended. You're not supposed to be in it. Uh, in some of your policies, it tells you if something happens to your license or you get pulled over by the police, you have to report this to your boss. You have to report this uh, to your supervisor. And in some cases, if you don't report it and they find out after the fact, you can be terminated. So you got to know the bylaws of your job, the rules of your job when you get in these certain situations out here. And this is one of those situations we all can get involved in if we just happen to be in this kind of limelight in the time of our life. So this is it's stressful, but it's fixable. Okay, it's fixable. Now, what I have done at this point, I would have at least tried to reach out to somebody and let them know that I have a situation, my license, I'm working on it, I don't have the money. All right, because if I was a supervisor and I needed you to go to work because you're an important person in my team, if I can, I will loan you the money to take care of it because I don't want anything to happen while you're behind the wheel of that work vehicle, and you have the knowledge, and now I have the knowledge that your license is suspended. It's not going to be a good look for either one of us at this point since we both have the knowledge. But some people don't tell their supervisors, so now he's going to find out however he's going to find out, and you just the only person that know about it. But you never know what your supervisor's going to say or do. If he tells you that you can't drive the truck and he ain't got no money to help you, that's his job as a supervisor. He's got to tell you what you need to know. And that's the right thing. You can't be behind the wheel of that truck if your license is suspended. So that's why it's so important to make sure your license is taken care of at all times. And if you get a notice like this, let somebody know or take care of it right away. If you got the money, you might have to let the electric bill go. You can pay the rent. But what about this $459.99? Because you still got electric, but you ain't got no license. I think it should be the other way around. You got your license back, and then maybe you got a little issue with electric get cut off. As long as you ain't working from home, you can still try to recoup and get that electric back on. But at least you're in accordance to your job's requirements. You still have a valid license. Okay, so there's no issue there with that. But Bob, we look at your notes here. We see you didn't take care of nothing. I just told you I ain't had no damn money. All right, Bob. All right. I hear you. The excuse everybody says they ain't got no money. All right, well, time goes by. And you know what? You don't do nothing about it. And let me tell you something. When you work for certain companies and work for certain people, this is very, very tricky place to be in when you don't do anything about something as simple as your license being suspended. Certain jobs, are unfair with employees, always threatening them because of whatever reason they have against a person. And sometimes they'll tell you, they say, if you do one more thing, you know what, we're going to get rid of your ass. So that means you got to be on pins and needles. But as long as you keep everything straight, your jobs you do are excellent. You don't be late for work. People have good things to say about you. Customers have good things to say about you. They can't do a damn thing to you but pay your unemployment. If they want to go ahead and get rid of you, they're going to have to pay your unemployment. That's how it works. You ain't done nothing wrong. They want to get rid of you. Sometimes they got to give you severance. But it don't matter. You get rid of me. I'll just go get my unemployment and find someplace else to work. But if you make some mistakes on some of these jobs, they have a right to deny you your unemployment. So this is important. You want this your license to always be in good standings, because if your license isn't, and something happens, not only will you lose your livelihood, your job, you may not even be able to get unemployment to sustain you while you look for another job. So these things are just domino out of control if you don't take care of them. Yeah, you look right here. You look at Bob's boss. He says, if you mess up one more time, mother sucker, your ass is out of this company. And for a quick note, I'm gonna put it out there. You know what? Some of these companies in North Carolina still use the N word around their black employees. That's right. I got firsthand knowledge of some companies out here that employees are jokingly using the N word and have little monkey comments to say. Let me tell you something. If you're dealing with somebody in your company like that, that on the side talks about you in ways and uses the N word in ways that they are white as hell, they're in violation. Excuse me. They're in violation as hell for a lawsuit in their company. And sometimes it's even your boss or your CEO in these smaller companies that making these comments and saying these things around the black employees like there's no consequence. You can own the company if you get all the information you need in regards to how they're talking this way around you. So be mindful. If these people are so stupid to talk around you using the N word and calling you monkey and coming up with jokes and stuff like that, you get you a spy pen and recording pen, and you put it in your pocket and gather all that information. Just gather it. Gather as much as you can. And also, let me let you know, some of these companies cheat the employees for their pay and they leave also. Yes, still in 2026, I know because I know somebody that's working for a company that's doing this to him. He's the only black person working there. But you know what? It's happening. If it's happening in his job, it's happening in other jobs too. So don't be afraid of these suckers. You get you a spy pen and you spy on these suckers, get all that information, and just kind of, just kind of glance and giggle with their jokes and their ridiculing you with the racial kind of epithets, and then get you a lawyer. Once you got enough data and details, and be prepared. Be prepared to lose your job, because once they find out you got a lawyer, they're going to try to turn things on you to make you look like the bad person. But see, you was smart. You gathered all your details and got your lawyer first. So that's all that matters. You don't need that job no more. You own the company. A lot of these companies are going to try to settle, but I say you're going to get you a good million or two out of it, because they around there calling you nigga, 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 and they white as hell. You got a lawsuit. Let's keep it moving here. All right, so in this situation, Bob's boss didn't call him the N word because Bob is white as hell. Now, if he did call him the N word, I still think Bob got a case. You damn right, I ain't no damn N word. I'd sue his white ass. I sure would. Yeah, I think you should sue him too, Bob. All right, so Bob is white as hell, so he ain't getting called the N word here. But his boss don't like him. He don't like him, and in the midst of this conversation, Bob knows his license is suspended, but he's sweating now. He's like, okay, I better take care of this. So as we move on, we go and see, does Bob take care of his suspended license? Hail to the Dizel, because Bob is at home eating pizza, playing video games, and watching who knows what the hell is going on the TV. Lord have mercy, but you a Coke drinking, pizza eating mother sucker, Bob. And damn, you got coffee too? Oh, that's a Coke. Anyway, this is the procrastination part we're talking about. This is very dangerous. Very dangerous, because you've got all these factors in place that really clearly tell you that I need to take care of this license. When your job is on your ass telling you, one more thing happened, man, we done with you. We gonna get rid of your ass. They're threatening you. Right there, they can't get rid of you. They just need you to do something for them to get rid of you. And you know you got your license is suspended. You need to take care of it, but you just, it's not a priority. That $400 plus, Bob, did you have the money, Bob? Well, by this time, yeah, I did have the money. But I won't give the DMV no damn $400 just to give them so I can get my license back. That was too much money. That was too much money. So I just decided I was just gonna hold off on that, use that money to buy some more video games and some Corona. All right, Bob. All right. Corona, coffee, whatever the hell you like. Let's keep it moving. All right. So Bob says he wasn't gonna worry about it because he had the money, had the damn money, but decided, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and do something else with the money. Well, let's move on with the story here. Bob, one morning, tell us what happened to you. All right, so you put my business out there. Well, go on and tell it. You might as well tell it. I ain't gonna tell it. All right, so one morning I got out there and I was going to work, trying to, do my job. And then this car in front of me took off at the green light, and then the damn car stopped, and I ran the back of the lady. And the police came, state police came, and of course he ran my stuff, and then got suspended to come up, and he gave me 2 tickets. He gave me a ticket for running in the back of the stupid lady that stopped at the green light, and then he gave me a ticket for my license being suspended. And then my boss showed up. He drove me home, and then he took the truck, and I got all my stuff taken out the truck, which I thought was peculiar. But he took all my stuff, told me to take all my stuff out the truck, and he said he would give me my job and truck back, once I got my license squared away. That's what he told me. All right, Bob. Okay, so we see your procrastination only gives you but so much time in life to get this stuff taken care of, and you didn't get it taken care of, and you ended up running into this lady at the green light. And I'm gonna tell you right now, people, I don't care if the light's green and you move forward, but hit your brakes. If somebody runs into the back of you, that person that runs into the back of you is at fault. And ain't nothing you can say. I don't care how stupid the lady was driving. 21-year-old. It doesn't matter how stupid she was. You are at fault, and you have to take care of her car and her injuries and anything else. This scammer, she might have been a damn scammer, saw in a business truck behind her, took off and hit the brakes so you run in the back of her and get some money. It's the biggest scam in the world, and you got to be careful for that. You don't be so close up on these people when you're in a work vehicle. Get your ass back a car length, because these scammers out here, they are finding ways to get you. And it sounded like a scammer to me, but nonetheless, it didn't matter. When the state trooper showed up, Bob was in big trouble. And of course, his boss had to come. Excuse me, you have to report these accidents right away. Boss showed up, and license suspended was passed on to the boss. Guess who got to drive the truck now? You can't drive the truck. You suspended. So the boss got to drive the truck. It's embarrassing. It's a big mess. He drove there in his car to help you to find out he's got to drive your truck and his truck. Now, he's feeling a type of way right now because he was probably in the office sucking down some donuts and coffee, having a good time being a supervisor, not doing shit, and then the phone calls and here your ass is in an accident. And you ain't got no license. Your license is suspended. If your license is suspended, you ain't got no damn license. Driving around in a work truck. That's the whole conversation back at the office about your ass. And they said, yep, that's all we needed right there. That's it for his ass. We got his ass. It's his last day. He don't even know it. All right, so there you are, Bob. Sad situation there because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's a process you got to work through. You even got to go to court for those 2 tickets you had there. You got a ticket for a license suspended, and you got a ticket for running in the back of the lady. This lady didn't get a ticket. You got a ticket. And your job. She went home, or wherever she went, and you went home, but you lost your work truck. Work truck's gone. A whole lot happens in that whole day there. They can't let you keep the truck. You don't have no license. It's just an embarrassing situation you could have avoided if you didn't procrastinate. You can't procrastinate in life and wait to do things. You have to be ahead of the game for success. If you want to wait to the last minute, you're going to have no success. I have a friend doing the same situation Bob's in. And the next day, you have to go and take care of your license as soon as possible. You want to get that done because you still got to drive your own car around. How you going to drive your car around with a suspended license? Most of you people out here, you weed smokers, do. You still driving your cars with a suspended license. You just don't give a shit. Okay, well, your job and your livelihood is on the line. You want to ride around in a car with no license and get stopped again? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Now, in North Carolina, the DMV is all messed up. They don't really serve the people. They serve a percentage of the people. So you have to get there ahead of time, because what they do is they get so many people and then they say we're closed for the rest of the day. What kind of DMV does that? Tells people that they're closed for the rest of the day. We got enough people. No, you keep your doors open and you serve people from 8 a.m. to 5, and you close the doors at 4:30 if you need to, so you can get everybody out of there in a timely manner. It is almost 11, 12 o'clock, and they have closed the doors and not let nobody else in. What kind of company does that? North Carolina DMV is crap, and we need to go do some shows on the DMV so they can take a look at how crappy they are, because they nothing but crap. Nonetheless, you have to get your ass up in the morning and make sure you get there in line, first in line. I don't care if it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You got to get there, because you don't want to go too many days with your license not taken care of when you have a job that relies on you to be licensed. You want to make sure you take care of it right away and call them as soon as it's straight and say, I took care of my license today. I got it straight today. What do you want me to do next? Because what they're going to tell you next is, we're going to need you to come by and get your truck, or they're going to tell you, we don't need you no more. It's one of those two. Because when you're looking at your boss and he's telling you, you do one more thing, your ass is out of here, okay, you can best believe that there's their opportunity to get rid of you. And remember, you just had an accident, your license is suspended, and they're trying to get rid of you. That's enough for them to get rid of you and not pay you unemployment. So there you go. You're out of a job and you're not getting no unemployment. So now what are you going to do? You didn't half-ass have the money to pay your damn license to get that taken care of. So what are you going to do now? See, the whole situation is very, very, it's one that gives you anxiety, frustrating situation that you could have avoided if you would have just taken the time to give a shit. That's what I said. Take the time to give a shit and realize how important it is to take care of your personal business. This is no joke out here. And then police officers. You know, you could get a good police officer sometimes that gives you a break on certain things. He didn't. In this sense, you're dealing with the wrong type of police officer. You're dealing with a state police officer, and state police officers are by the book. They don't have any flexibility. They have none. So the state police officer, once he pulls you over, number one, he's going to run your information. They all run your information. But the problem with this is your license is suspended. So you're going to get a ticket for that. And now that your license is suspended, instead of exchanging information, because you can exchange information and then go your separate ways if the damage is a certain minimal amount. But if it goes over a certain amount, you can't get off like that. A lot of times they do a report, which goes to the insurance company, and then you have to deal with your job at the same token. So in this case, there's really no way out. If you didn't take care of that license, your entire situation is going to go downhill very quickly. Because the first thing he's going to do is check both drivers to see if they're licensed. And when you're not licensed, you can best believe that he's going to look at your work truck and he's going to say, what the hell? You driving around in a work truck with no license. So he's going to have less respect for you because you should know better. Absolutely should know better. To be riding around in a work truck that your job most likely requires you to make sure your license is straight at all times. At all times. It's your responsibility, not your job's responsibility to make sure your license is straight. Now, your job may go behind you and do some checks to see if your license is valid, but it's not their responsibility to do that. You get in an accident, there you go. Now the check's going to be done for free. They ain't got to do no check because Mr. Policeman is going to do the check. And if everything comes out cool with your license and it's just an accident, now who's at fault? You still at fault because you ran into the back of somebody. So still in hot water with your job, but not because your license was messed up. It's because of an accident. So ZZ109FM Talk Radio, these are learning things, but you don't want to learn this way. You don't want to learn this way. You want to be able to have the knowledge provided to you about how to avoid these situations. You don't want to learn by being in the situation because it's very frustrating, a lot of anxiety, and you can lose a whole lot just to learn that you need to not procrastinate and get your license taken care of whenever there's an issue with it. Please, I would rather have somebody tell me that, you know what, your license, always take care of that. Double check it and make sure that your points that you have are correct on your license. You double check it. Make sure it's valid. Make sure there are no issues. Make sure everything is correct. DMV likes to add stuff and put things on your account that don't belong there. So you're double checking that. Make sure everything is squared away with that a part of your account. But you don't wait till you're in an accident to check these things. Lord have mercy. You came a long way, Bob. You came a long way. 10th grade education. Hopefully going to be in the 11th grade soon. I don't know what to tell you. But this situation right here, completely avoidable. All you have to do is take a priority in getting things done. If you didn't have all the money the first time around, well, the next 2 or 3 checks, you put the money aside so you get the money, and then you go take care of it right away. Hopefully by that time you kind of, sometimes you have to kind of cruise with a suspended license. You don't have the money to fix the problem, so what you do is you ride on that suspended license, but you're driving very carefully. You're trying to make sure you're not causing any accidents. It's hard not to be in an accident because accidents are just accidents. But you can do a lot of things to avoid accidents and drive safely to try to keep from being caught that you have a suspended one. But be in the midst of trying to fix it. Don't just say, well, this is the way I'm going to roll from here on out until I do get in an accident, because then you're in that same position again. It's all downhill. Anxiety and frustration are right around the corner. ZZ109FM, talk radio. Let me tell you something. These stories, these shows, they come from real life experience and real life idiots out here on the planet not listening to the guidance and information that is right there in their face. Right there in their face. And they can't understand that it's going to help them avoid these pitfalls. They rather just fall into the pit and then crawl their ways out the best way they can. When it comes to bills, paying your rent, your mortgage, all these things, it's very simple. Very simple rules to follow to maintain these things and not lose them. And then if you can't get it, you can't get it. Some people just don't get it. Your mind's not made to be out here trying to survive in this world. You just can't understand the basics about things. I understand that. But don't add weed to it. Because if you can't get it and smoke weed, Lord have mercy. God help you. Jesus save them. ZZ109FM Talk Radio. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And Lord have mercy. Don't be no procrastinator. Get whatever you need to get done to make sure that even if it's the popo, if the popo's behind you, you ain't gripping your steering wheel and sweating because you know you got a whole lot of baggage. Lord have mercy. Don't live like that. ZZ109FM. Elsie Jenkins and 10th grade education. Bob telling you to take care.